If you were to ask people who is their favorite singer, some would say Taylor Swift, others Michael Jackson, or someone else. Everyone has their own opinion. But there is one field where there are no opinions, only logic, mathematics. And unlike opinions on internet, maths is brutally honest. 2 plus 2 is always 4, 3 3s are always 9, and there is no maybe, I think, you're either right or you're completely wrong. So what is math? Math is the foundation on which we build science and engineering. Kids think math is torture invented by school boards, but math is just counting numbers. And also finding your x, so there is some English involved. Humans always needed to count and track stuff, like days, animals, and of course your enemies. So we have used maths ever since we existed. The oldest example of math known to us is the Ishango bone, found in modern-day Congo, which is about 20,000 years old. In 2000 BC in Mesopotamia, people created a number system based on 60. If you ever wondered why an hour has 60 minutes or a circle has 360 degrees, it's because of these guys. The Egyptians and Romans also invented their own numerical systems. And then came the Greeks. Greeks were not satisfied by just knowing numbers and their relations. They wanted to know why these relations existed. They were obsessed with proofs. Around 500 BC, Pythagoras gave us the famous theorem for right-angled triangles. Although Pythagoras gets credited for the Pythagorean theorem, the theorem was already proved and in use in ancient Babylon and India. Later, Euclid, also known as father of geometry, organized geometry into a system we still use today. Start with simple assumptions, build step by step, and prove everything. Archimedes showed us how to calculate area and volume. Greeks turned math from a simple counting tool to a proper system. So far, all number systems started with 1. In place of 0, there was just a blank space. People didn't know what to really do with it. 0 was like stepchild of the number family. Then in 500 AD, enters Aryabhata from India. He said 0 is not just nothing, it's a number you can actually use to do calculations with. Then around 700 AD, Brahmagupta figured out the quadratic formula for solving quadratic equations. And the numbers we use today? Yeah, they also come from India. Arab merchants traded with India and imported the Hindu numerals to Arabian world. Then Arabian scholars started using them and later spread it to Europe. In 9th century, Al-Khwarizmi compiled the rules of finding x in his book Al-Jabr, which later became known as algebra. Now you could solve entire class of problems at once, and math became scalable. Al-Kindi worked on number patterns and laid foundation of cryptography. In 12th century, Bhaskaracharya made further strides in geometry and algebra in his book Lilavati. In 15th century, Madhva discovered a series expansion of trigonometric functions. This is what we now know as Taylor series. But the biggest explosion happened in 17th century Europe, when Newton and Leibniz invented calculus. A whole new kind of math just to describe things that change. With this math, we could finally understand motion, gravity, and nature of universe, and science truly took off. Around same time, Pascal and Fermat created probability theory, and we can finally calculate the chances of our failure.
Emotional, damn it!
And many more mathematicians like Euler, Gauss, Boole kept advancing maths to all the way to today, where we have computers, AI, every algorithm running social media. It's all math under the hood. Math started as just numbers, then it became humanity's group project, and now it's the language of reality. From basic geometry to AI algorithms, scientists and engineers use math to discover and build stuff. For more science and engineering stuff, check out these videos and hit subscribe. And I'll leave you with that. Bye.